What's going on, guys? Alex back on the New England Shakeup, episode 14. Today we have a very special guest joining the New England Shakeup, Mr. Isaiah Wright. Mr. Isaiah Wright, what is going on, man?
Yo, how you doing? What's up? What's up?
Good, good. And we also, as always, guys, we have our co-host, Cam. What's going on, Cam?
Not much, just ready to kind of dive into the interview.
Yeah, yeah. So guys, we brought Isaiah here today really to really get, his career just in the microscope of others, but also, Isaiah was one of my, favorite players growing up to watch. Even that it was at a college level, the guy was making highlight play after highlight play after highlight play. But let's deep dive right into it, Isaiah. Who do you think had the biggest impact on you when you were younger? To be able to play football at such a high level.
I believe that would be my older brother, Camion Patrick, the one that was on the show that went to Indiana.
Okay.
He was there at East before I went, and I'll say, growing up, I about to say that's pretty much all we had was each other because going through foster care, so it was really just us six. So with all that strong feeling with each other, we just all grew and just started doing things as what I'm saying, as a group, and it made us stronger. You feel me? And with every that we did, sports wise, what I'm saying, life wise, anything. So I'll say he has the biggest impact of my football career.
Okay. And who would you say had the biggest impact on you outside of football? Maybe in the classroom, maybe friends of yours. Who had the biggest impact on
Um,
you is that way?
I'll say truthfully, from the environment I was in growing up, I really wouldn't say I had an outside influence. I kind of did everything my own. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
kind of made my own mess. I kind of made my own little, what I'm saying, grind. So it was like me basically trying to learn how to deal with the world and how what I'm saying, the position I was in at that time, how to face it as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And what was I guess big question that Cam and I had today was like, what was the best thing that, you think, personally or team wise, that you've achieved up to this point? Whether that be at EMCC, whether that be getting some looks in the NFL. What was your, like your I'm here moment, I guess?
I think my I'm here moment was when I moved from out here in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I moved to Florence, Mississippi in high school because I went out there and I about to say I really wasn't playing that much all the way when I was out here in Tennessee because I was small. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really think I could do much. So when I moved, I went out there to Florence, Mississippi and played receiver, but you know what I'm saying, the quarterback wasn't giving me the ball, so I moved to quarterback. And with me moving to quarterback, I'm talking about I had an outstanding season. I averaged 49 touchdowns throughout the whole season, 2,000 yards plus rushing, 1,000 yards plus throwing. So I feel like the I'm here moment was me actually establishing to myself that that moment right there is what made me like, yeah, I can rock out with this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, and I guess your, definition of rock out is basically like, not only like put, a high school or a town on your back, but more or less like it was more for yourself. Like I need this for
More
me.
so, yes, more so for myself, just the understanding of like this is what I want and this is what I'm going to chase. So yeah, everything else matters in the fact, but at the end of the day, it's whatever happens to me is what's going to make me move forward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, for
And
sure.
I want to make it. Yeah, I'm about to say it's just strongly. I'm strongly about trying to grow with myself, but also try to make sure everybody else is accounted for too, because everybody else might be chasing that same dream. You never know who's doing the same thing that's wanting to do you. There's always going to be somebody better.
Right.
So there's never a time to where you want to be like, oh, I can still do this, or I can do that better than you. When somebody working harder than you right now, as you telling somebody that they can't beat you.
Right. Right. Yeah, and let's get deep like a deep dive into more of that. So, what would you say was like your biggest like challenge with going to EMCC? What was the biggest challenge with that?
Um, Let me see. I guess the biggest challenge was being an outspoken person, like a person that ain't gonna do, to understand that they was my coaches, but at the same time, I'm also a human being. I'm also a grown man, the same as you. Like the understanding of trying to keep my own, what is that, patience,
Yeah.
I would say. To keep my patience with, like, because I'm so outspoken to myself, like, you're not about to tell me I can't do this, and I've been doing this my whole, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
My whole life. This is the reason why I got here. Like, I'm not saying that I don't want your help, or I'm not saying that I don't need it, but I also feel like life is better when you achieve the shit on your own. I don't
Well,
know
it's
if
like
that would
you
make
know
sense.
yourself a lot better than the coach does in general.
Yes,
Not to
and I'm about to say,
interrupt,
I don't
but
know if that'll make
that's like
sense to people
exactly it.
like deep down, but I feel like life will be so much better within a person when they achieve the thing on their own thought or on their own movement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not denying the fact, not denying everybody else's opinion or what they want to, you know what I'm saying, see or want for you in their future. I'm about to say, because anybody can see anything for your future, but at the end of the day, your future ain't holding nothing if you're not doing it.
That's real. No, that's real. Um, so I guess getting more into EMCC, I mean, I know, I mean, Isaiah, I mean, I think me and Cam can do a very good comparison on this, but I would just almost like put out there as just a thought that EMCC, the way that it was portrayed on Last Chance U, wasn't really the way that it was 90% of the time. Am I correct on that?
I would say, yeah, you're correct on that. I'm about to say, because it was strongly, like, everything that was seen besides some points, or I wouldn't even say like the scenes, like the actions in the scenes or what's going on, but the people was what's made it fucked up to me. I'm sorry if I'm a,
No, no,
that's
you're
just how I
good. No,
speak, but
Oh,
you
you
know what
got
I'm
it. You're
saying.
good.
yeah, you're good, man. Don't even
That's
worry about it.
that's just how I am. I'm about to say I got a associate's degree in communication, so I was taught to read how a person acts, think, looks, like all that. So when I'm seeing all that, I'm seeing, okay, that's not how you acting when the cameras wasn't here or when the cameras are not rolling. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right.
When the cameras get to rolling, now you, oh yeah, come in for help. Oh yeah, this and that, or oh, let's get extra yelling at people today. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm,
I would, that's pretty much, I would say, for the aspect of that. It was more of people to me than it was what was happening.
gotcha, gotcha. And I guess I mean I've heard a few stories, obviously talking to some of the guys that went to EMCC before you, but what was the Buddy Ryan? We talk about it all the time, and what was his like? What was his
Buddy Ryan,
plot?
who's Buddy Ryan?
The I believe
Buddy
he was
Stevens?
here. Yeah, yes, Buddy Stevens. Sorry. Um, so was there any animosity between you two that you think
Uh,
that could have been down? I guess
I
like
felt like there
downplayed.
was. If you want me to be honest, yeah, I felt like there was, because I'm about to say, me being there and actually experiencing it, like literally from what y'all seen on the show, like I was literally like, dude, what the fuck do you want from me? I'll do what you ask, and you still cuss me out. I'll say yes sir to you like you ask, and you still cuss me out. I'll do any little thing that you don't like, and he cusses me out. I don't know if anybody else realized this, but I'm pretty sure I was cussed out the most than anybody on the
You
team.
you probably were, yeah, and that's a big
But
reason
fight
why.
from coming from Coach Stevens. I can understand like a position coach, like how the defensive coach was with Cam and Ollie. That's separate. But as a whole, as a unit, I was felt like I was yelled at the most.
Do you feel
And I
like
don't know if it was because, I don't know if it was because they try to say I was faking being hurt, or like just wanting to do things my own way. I don't know what it was. Like I can't sit there and say what they was thinking or how they was wanting it to be. But I know from what I seen and how I felt, how I was being portrayed and helped. I wasn't being helped. I was being yelled at every day. So why I feel like if you just gonna cuss me out every game or everything I do, why do I need to listen to you?
right?
I'm gonna just do what I need to do to get where I need to be myself.
Definitely, definitely. Cam, you had some additional questions for Isaiah too.
Oh yeah. So back to so I didn't even know that you played a season of quarterback, but that kind of leads perfectly into like one of my questions that's a two-parter.
Okay.
What is your preferred position, and would you be willing to like switch positions if necessary?
I could actually answer both of them in one. I actually play now. I about to say I play both sides now. So I'm straight athlete. So on my stats it says ATH. It doesn't say a specific position. Like I can play running back, I can play quarterback, I can play receiver, I can play slot, I can go to defense, which is what I've been doing here lately. And I've been going to safety, corner, and I play nickel. So I can really do anything I
That's
put my
insane.
mind to.
Yeah.
If I really wanted to sit there in my size right now, if I really put my mind to it, I would go get on the line if I wanted to. If that's the spot that is needing help and ain't nobody else wanting to do it, fuck it, I'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, I just think the like tight end's a position that's extremely hard to fill. I don't know what your thoughts on that would be.
I like
Like
tight ends. I
switching
about to say
from.
because my speaking on the quarterback, I about to say my career was really made from my high school quarterback career was made by my tight end. To be honest with you,
Mhm.
all thousand, I wouldn't say. I'll say 60-40 was tight end. I about to say all 1,000 plus half of them, about 60-40 of them yards was tight end.
Wow. Wow. And any of like your high school players that you played with, did any of them go Division One as well, Isaiah?
That I don't know. I about to say because I was in a little country town, so you know what I'm saying. I was probably ratio to black and white wasn't really that much. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? So I mean,
Gotcha.
I wouldn't say I would say there was definitely people that definitely could.
Okay.
If that was what they were doing, I would say they definitely could have. But me knowing, I don't know for sure.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So you said
Yeah, and
that,
then
yeah, go ahead, Cam. Go ahead.
uh, yeah, the other question I had was there a game or string of games where you kind of like just knew that you were going to be like a really good player, or was it maybe when you switched to quarterback?
Hmm. How do I answer this? Because I about to say I go into every game. I go into every game. I really don't. When I play football, I don't think. I don't know if that'll make sense to what you
Oh
know what I'm
no,
saying,
yeah,
but
yeah. I've heard
I
that
don't
before
think
from people.
it
Yeah.
just everything is a reaction. Like if like the dive in the end zone, all that was just oh shit, I got to do it.
Mhm.
It was never okay. I'm about to go do this. Or I'm about to go do that. It was always in the moment type thing. So that's how I felt like I play. I play in the moment. So I would say all my games. I would say I knew me. I'm gonna go ahead and just sound cocky as hell right now. All my games, I knew I was gonna come in and get at least 2 to 3 touchdowns.
It's
I,
awesome though. It's a mentality thing.
Yeah. And
Because
then I about to say when I went to Union College, the last college I was at before where I'm at now, I averaged 100 yards a carry. So I mean,
wow.
say it for
and
way
this
too
was
long.
what is this? What was this? This is I had 12 touchdowns on the season with 1,000 yards rushing and 100 yards a carry, and this is all in 8 games in one season. And I broke the school rushing record the very first game after sitting all on the couch for 3 years. My very first game going back to college, I broke the single rushing game record, and that was
That's insane.
252 yards with 3 touchdowns and 33 attempts.
That's crazy. That's fed too, though. That's fed.
And see, and then that's what I tell people. People be like, "Oh well, you're too this, you're too that." Don't sports analysts go by stats?
Yep. 100%.
Am I correct?
Yeah, 100%. That's what Cam and I we do a lot of stats and collections and things of that nature. And when we're looking at players, Cam would agree with me that when we're looking at two players, we the first thing we look at is stats. So yeah, you're not wrong there at all.
I about to say when you do your fantasy games, y'all go by stats.
Yep.
So when people say, "Oh, you're hating on these people because they made it," this, I'm not hating on nobody. All I'm saying is my stats are better.
Right.
Yeah.
So stat wise, I'm better. I'm not literally saying I'm better because shit, they made it. I did it. I can admit that. But when they was in the same level with me, whose stats was better?
Had to back it up. They had to back it up. They wasn't ready
You know what
for
I'm
it then.
saying?
They wasn't ready for it then.
And then they like, well, this, I can't look. This is why I got my line the way I got it because I speak how I speak because that's just how I talk, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. and then people get me for like hate speech or hate this because they feel they soft about what I'm. Y'all are asking the questions, so don't get soft about the answer to that question.
Right. No, that's real.
So, and it's me, and this is where I come in, where I say I'm gonna let people know the true me, but the new me. Like I really, my opinion, like everybody could have their opinion they want about me, but truthfully speaking, I truly don't give a fuck. I don't, because at the end of the day, when I die, you're not gonna answer to God. I'm gonna answer for what the hell I did, not you.
That's
I
real.
have a choice. That is the one thing that God gave us in this motherfucking world, and that is a choice. I could choose to listen to your opinion if I want to. I don't have to. That doesn't say your opinion's not valid to me. That doesn't say that I don't care how my fans think or what they want to think. Hell, y'all can say whatever you want. That's what I want to know. I really don't even want to be talking about myself. To be honest, I know all about me. I want to know how y'all days do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just some days I go like, yeah, I'm Isaiah Wright from Last Chance U, but majority of the days I'm like, I'm just another person like y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I think a lot of people, obviously, we'll bring this up, and I think this is a great point for, you to really talk about, the new you, Isaiah. So, obviously, a few years back, you had gotten in a little bit of trouble, whatever. But,
Yep,
how
yep,
how I look at it as is like, God doesn't put us through anything that He doesn't think we can get through, right?
exactly,
And
exactly.
and I look at that situation and I say, okay, from what like, like I know you as a person, right? It's like God's always gonna give you another opportunity. Like
Exactly.
I'll bring up something to you, Isaiah. Like Cam and I, right? We started this pod about a year ago, right? And like we've already got like 10,000 followers across like all of our apps, right? And
Hmm.
like we always try to stay like even keeled, right? And like on an even playing field because like, everybody is gonna hate, bro. That's the number one thing that
Exactly.
we've
Exactly.
we've at least experienced is like, people aren't gonna understand the grind that you put into certain things unless, like you said, you do it for yourself. And I think, with especially like with you going forward, bruh, like I just want you to know this, like from a fan and from like honestly like somebody who's looking to like be your boy, bro, is like don't give a fuck what anybody says, bro.
A
Because
100%, Val. a hundred
because
percent.
once everybody turns on the tape gonna speak for itself. So the regardless thing that I'm gonna say about, people get in trouble every day. People make mistakes every day, but you're never ever going to be judged by the mistake you made on this podcast, or really, I would
I'm
say,
about to say, cause you, I'd be open to talk about it. It just there be certain things, cause when like, cause I had one live, there was somebody that was doing it a little bit extra, so it kind of made me mad. But I'm open to talk about it. It's just like the fact of like people don't realize. I know I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I know I was on my way to the league. Like people don't realize. I know I was the pedestal I was at. But at the same time, with a snap of a finger, I was facing 40 to fucking life.
yeah,
Like this is what people don't realize. I was facing 40 to fucking life for some shit I had no business. I didn't even know about.
yeah, right,
So it's like, dude, at the end of the day, I had to do what I had to do. So I look at it as like it made me open my eyes to the world so much. That situation made me open my eyes to the world so much to where I'm like, bruh, it is what it is. As long as I know I'm happy about when I go to sleep and I'm happy when I wake up, I did something right.
right. And I would ask you just, we'll go just like a minute on this situation and we'll obviously move past it. But I guess I would say to you is like, what did you learn most about yourself after that situation? Did you like, because I always say this, like when people go through shit, whether it be, good things that happen to you or really bad things that happen to you, it changes you as a person. So
Exactly.
I
Yes.
I would I would say like to you is like, how did it change your aspect on life, right? And like how you look at things maybe through like a third eye, but like also
Look,
like
listen, let me put it, let me look, I kill people with this every time I say this.
yeah,
Oh, so okay. So people look at the world, you know what I'm saying, the glass half full. Or no, let me say it like this. Majority of the world, I think, looks inside of the box instead of out. So I feel like if you inside of that box, all you're gonna see is literally the four walls and whatever's in that box. So why not step out of the shit you're used to and step outside of the box where you can see the color of the box, what's around the box, what can sit on the box, what can be put into the box. Like there's more shit you can see outside of the box than inside of out. So why I want to be in life as in like staying in the same predicament you in, knowing you could be better, knowing you all I got to do is that one thing to change it.
yeah, for sure.
I'm just too ignorant. I'm just too ignorant and prideful to myself to I want to stay in that situation.
Yeah, and that's real
And I
shit.
can admit, and I can admit, I've definitely been in that situation. Cause like I said, the environment I'm in, my street wise, I know not to be around no goofy shit like that no more. The real respectful wise side of me, I know that man, life can hit your ass by a snap of a fucking finger,
That's real.
and you can lose everything.
You can.
So me personally, how I want to speak and want everybody to know, your friends ain't your true friends. To be honest, if you'll know your true friend, I promise to God, my right hand to God, my name is not Isaiah for no reason. I promise you'll know your true friends when they are in your face. I promise you would. The other people, when you lose, say you got a car one week and you was giving them rides. Now you ain't got that car. Now they ain't hitting you up for rides. They ain't talking to you no more. So that lets you know they was only using you for your car. You'll know I'm trying to tell you, you'll know a person by their true actions when you don't do something for them for once.
Right. Nah, that's real as shit. Getting into just a quick sponsor, guys. This podcast, the New England Shakeup, is brought to you by Crazy Good Kitchen on 116 Newberry Street, East Boston. Cam and I go there all the time, grab a bite to eat. It is one of the best spots to eat with your family, with friends, go out, have a drink, whatever, in the Boston area. So if you guys are looking for great food, make sure you guys check out Crazy Good Kitchen down in East Boston. Cam, I wanted to ask you really, it's such a pleasure, obviously, to have Isaiah on the pod today, but is there any follow-up questions you had from some of the things that he might have said in the last couple minutes?
I mean, I had more of a comparison of a player that the Patriots just picked up that I think he's better than.
That's
We want to
very
get into that,
yeah, go
not
ahead.
to just bring up smoke, but so we had talked about on the last episode JQ Jackson, 6'2", 190, and these were his college stats: 22 receptions, 360 yards, 1 touchdown. And I don't want to keep bringing up the stats, but Isaiah's definitely got him beat in the stats department. Doesn't
Definitely.
matter the position.
Yeah, he definitely does.
I just think
Um,
that's yeah.
yeah, and that's
Hey,
one of
it's crazy. I'm trying to tell you, fam. I'm trying to tell you, it's crazy.
that's wild. That's
I
wild.
think my craziest ones is breaking a fucking. I broke 1,000 rushing records in 8 games, 1,000 yards in eight
Yeah,
games.
that's crazy.
That's wild.
In eight
Along
games, 1,000 yards. Do you understand? You have to, bro. Do you understand the average yards I carried a game? That's 100 plus yards
yeah,
a game.
yeah, that's nutty. That's crazy. So I guess getting off of the past situation, moving to the situation you're in now. How are you feeling? How's injury? Obviously, I knew you were talking to me about recovering from
Yep, yep.
injury. How's that going?
Injury's going good. I about to say recovery's going good. I'm moving a little bit quicker than what I can. I about to say I'm getting a little bit more motion back in it where I can, you know what I'm saying, constantly keep walking on it. And then just all that's just that. Me personally getting ready to go play to the camp for Alabama Beavers. I about to say that's what I can't wait on. I about
Yeah,
to say me not playing football, life is so boring to me.
I feel it. I feel that. For sure. And when is this I forget when was I seen it on your story and stuff. I seen you
Yeah,
post it.
it's 2025. That's when the season starts. That's when everything's gonna start up. Is next year.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, congratulations to you. And obviously,
Thank
man,
you, thank you.
make the most of it, especially for, you yourself and, your family, bro. Make the most of it and
Thanks. And everybody out there that said I couldn't do it, I got a whole invite with one leg, just to let y'all know.
Cam, with that said, man, do you have anything else to to touch on today with Isaiah?
Not really. I just looked up what Buddy Stevens looks like, so I'm having a good yuck to myself, laughing at him. But
Big butterbean ass.
Butterbean, it's hilarious.
With that said, guys, this is episode 14 of the New England Shakeup. Isaiah, thank you so much for coming on the episode today. We
Man,
obviously will
anytime, anytime.
we obviously will have you on again. And obviously, like we're gonna try to work in a sponsor too for your TikTok and things of that nature. I'm gonna hit some
Oh my
people up.
goodness, that is a blessing.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit some people.
Appreciate it. And I'm about to say, and if we can work up something where we can do it in person too, that'll be lit too.
Yeah, yeah, for
Yeah, that'd be
sure.
awesome.
Yeah, for sure. We can definitely set some stuff up. I can send you a text and we can set some stuff up maybe in the next few months. All right?
Bet, bet.
All right, man. Well, thank you
We
so much for
appreciate you.
coming on,
All
guys.
right, appreciate y'all for having me on. Appreciate y'all for having me here, man.
No problem, man. Episode 14 of the New England Shakeup. Cam, Alex, and Isaiah Wright, star running back from Last Chance U, and we are out. Peace.